the discounted net cash flows, we need to determine the discount factor. In Excel, we can determine the discount factor by using this formula. Equals 1 divided by 1 plus R, and our R is 15%, which is represented in cell B2. To lock in this cell, we add in B2, so equals 1 divided by 1 plus B2 to the power of the year. In the first year, the power is 0 because we are discounting for year 0. In Excel, this is represented by the formula equals B4 minus B4. Essentially, the formula is equals 1 divided by 1 plus 0.15 to the power of 0. That is year 1 minus year 1. If you hit enter, the discount factor for the first year is 1.000 exactly. Now, if I copy this formula across, you will see that in the second year, the formula reads equals 1 divided by 1 plus B2, in which the R is fixed at 15%, to the power of 1, which is year 2 minus year 1, which means a discount of 1 year and gives us a value of 0.8696. Similarly, if you look at year 3, the formula is equals 1 divided by 1 plus 15% to the power of D4, which is 3 minus 1, which is a discount of 2 years. The discounting factor for year 3 is 0.7561. To calculate the discounted net cash flows, we multiply the net cash flow with the discount factor. For year 1, the net cash flow is 300 million, which is represented by cell B10, and if we multiply it by the discounting factor of 1, we should get the discounted net cash flows. The formula equals B10 multiplied by B13, and that should give us an answer of 300 million. That is, 300 multiplied by 1 should give us 300 million. If we copy this formula across, we should be able to see that in the second year, 300 multiplied by 0.8696 should give us a discounted net cash flow of minus 260.87 million in year 2. So each of this is a discounted net cash flow for each year. That is, net cash flow discounted to today's value. If you add up all the discounted net cash flows using the Excel formula of equals sum B15 to S15, it should give us a value of 118.68 million. This is the net present value, as NPV is the sum of the present value of cash flows for each of the years. This is one way to calculate the MPV. The alternative way is to use the Excel formula to calculate the NPV. Using the net cash flow, the NPV formula in Excel is determined using equals NPV. The rate is, in our case, 15% and is represented by cell B2. Or if I want to fix this cell B2, that is my R, and the value is the net cash flow, that is from C10 to S10. We have to minus the initial investment, and in this case is our initial investment in year 1, which is minus 300 million. Since we have entered minus 300 in our cell, we cannot use the minus cell to minus, as minus negative will give us positive. So what we should do is plus B10. If you change the decimal point to 2, you should get the NPV as 118.68 million. This should be the same as the one we calculated earlier.